Welcome to the Negotiation, Conflict Resolution, and Peace Building Portfolio Capstone course. I want to commend you on your long journey through many courses to get this far. Throughout this process, you have become experts in the theories, best practices, research, and processes of NCRP. You will soon have an MA degree in hand and the knowledge to transform the world. We have recently redesigned this course to be a more meaningful experience for the student. To give you a bit of history about the NCRP capstone class, our program initially started as a master's degree in behavioral science with an emphasis in negotiation and conflict management in 1989. When I entered the program in 1993, it had two full-time professors, Dr. David Churchman and Dr. David Nassiter. The program focused more on behavioral science research methods and less on negotiation and conflict management. Our capstone projects were completed by a group. My group of 6 students had secured research funding to explore teaching distance learning negotiations courses using two-way interactive video between CSUDH and CETIS University in Mexico. I traveled to Tijuana twice and spent many hours interacting with students from Mexico over the new invention of email. The project involved a literature review, focus groups, phone interviews, surveys, observations of people learning with the two-way interactive video system. In late 1990s, the online program changed its capstone from a project to a comprehensive exam. Over the few years we did the comp exam, many students provided feedback that they wanted to have something more individualized and meaningful than a comprehensive exam. It was also difficult to provide academic freedom for our diverse group of adjunct faculty and have them focus their lectures towards the content of a comprehensive exam. In 2006, Dr. Marco Turk asked me to work with him in developing and teaching a capstone course with a portfolio. The main body of the original portfolio was a literature review. After receiving extensive feedback from students, this new version is a collection of coursework. This leads us to the goals and objectives. The main goal of this course is for you to demonstrate mastery of negotiation, conflict resolution, and peace building. Your objective is to translate the course requirements into a unique portfolio by the end of the course. This shall be a standalone, culminating experience involving 1. An abstract containing a summary of the portfolio's contents and a description of its significance, objectives, and methodology. 2. An extensive program review of highlights learned by the student in each of the required courses, plus 1 elective course representing the student's particular interest in the field. 3rd, a curriculum vitae integrating professional education and experience with NCRP program outcomes. 4, a written analysis for how you met each NCRP program outcome with supporting artifacts. Artifacts must be assignments that have received passing grades from an NCRP instructor. And 5th, a thoughtful, extensive written outline of a future program detailing how you might continue to develop and apply all this through your work in the field. You will become very familiar with the learning outcomes throughout the course. I will provide a lecture for each learning outcome, and you will write about how you met each learning outcome through your coursework. The learning outcomes focus on problem-solving skills, applications of NCRP, negotiation and mediation skills, critical analysis of literature, and analysis of a specific conflict. The last objective should be evidenced through your whole portfolio: clear writing and critical thinking. You need to have the APA, or Publication Manual of the American Psychological Association, easily accessible. I will often cite page numbers and sections when giving you feedback. The most in text will help students who need assistance figuring out their future program and how they may apply the degree in the future. Over the years, I have discovered that many students have questions at the end of this program about how to transform their studies into a mediation practice, career options, and creating unique mediation services. The most in text is optional, and I won't be assigning any reading from it. The articles are available in the Course Materials tab on Blackboard. The articles will give you an overview of the portfolio method, the purpose for completing a portfolio, a comparison between a portfolio and a thesis or dissertation, evaluation criteria, and the impact of portfolios on student learning. I have also included the California State University Dominguez Hills Thesis and Project Guide, which will provide you some guidelines and university policies. I have highlighted in yellow the parts that are most applicable to this portfolio. All of the due dates from January 17th, 2012 until March 6th, 2012 are for you to submit the sections for peer and instructor feedback. This is to let you know you are on the correct track and what you need to improve on. I will mostly look at the content and organization of your program reviews and reflections. Do not submit first drafts of material that need line-by-line editing. I will reject any submission that does not have sound grammar, usage, and mechanics of standard American English. The final portfolio must be submitted before March 20th, 2012 at midnight. Let me know if you can't meet this final deadline. The discussion board for this lecture is for you to introduce yourself and tell the class what you plan to do with your Master's of Arts degree in Negotiation, Conflict Resolution, and Peace Building.